Hi friends, in this video we'll learn about the machine hour rate method of depreciation. Now what is this machine hour rate method of depreciation? We'll learn through an example. You have an example given here. Original cost of an asset is given to you. It is 11 lakh. Original cost of the machinery we can say. Estimated scrap value is 1 lakh. Life is given in years, 4 years, and you're also given some pattern of usage of the machine. Year 1, 2, 3, 4. Estimated usage in hours. We are estimating that we'll use this machinery 1000 hours in first year, second year 2000 hours, third year 3000 hours, and fourth year 4000 hours. So totally we are going to use the machinery 10,000 hours in this 4 years time period, and the pattern of usage is also given to you. So now let us try to understand. The original cost of the asset is 11 lakh. We know that at the end of the useful life of the asset we can get 1 lakh rupees as scrap value. That means we are going to totally lose 10 lakh rupees during the life of the asset. This is the original cost, this is the estimated scrap value. So the amount which we may lose or which we are going to lose, the depreciable value, this is the amount which we are going to lose during the usage. Depreciable value, DEPRECIABLE, depreciable value is 10 lakh. Now this amount has to be spread over the life of the asset, that is 4 years, first year, second year, third year, fourth year. Now if I spread this loss equally over these 4 years, then I am following the straight line method of depreciation. If I am reducing the charge, I take more depreciation in the first year and reduce it slowly every year, then I'm following the WDV method of depreciation. So if I'm splitting this loss equally over the life, then it is straight line method. But in this problem, if you see, you are given the usage pattern. We know that in first year we are using only 1000 hours, second year 2000 hours, third year 3000 hours, 4000 hours in the fourth year. So the depreciation has to be charged in a way which is representative of the usage of the asset, because if you use the machine these many hours, you will produce some goods and the revenue will also be booked. So when you produce and sell goods, you get some revenue. So expense also should match to the amount of revenue which has been generated during the year. So the depreciation should be spread in a way in which the consumption pattern is reflected in our accounts. So the machine is going to be used in this way, so the depreciation should also be allocated in this way only. Okay, so how do we do that? We use a very simple formula here. So depreciation for the first year would be original cost minus estimated scrap value divided by total life in hours multiplied by machine hours used in the year or estimated to be used in the year. So this will be 11 lakhs minus 1 lakh. You will get the depreciable value divided by total life in hours is 10,000 hours. What is the estimate of usage in the first year? Only 1000 hours. So this will be 10 lakhs divided by 10,000 into 1000. So I'll cancel out these 3 zeros and 1 0. So the depreciation for the first year would be only 1 lakh. What would be the depreciation for the second year? It will again be OC minus ESV divided by life in hours multiplied by machine hours used in the year or expected to be used in the year. So it will be same. 10 lakhs is the depreciable value. Original cost minus ESV is 10 lakh divided by 10,000 hours. In the second year we have used for 2000 hours during the year. So we'll cancel out these 3 zeros. So it will be 2 lakhs rupees of depreciation in the second year. Similarly for the third year, the depreciation would be 10 lakhs rupees divided by 10,000 hours. Used in the third year was 3000 hours. So it will be 3 lakhs rupees. Similarly for the fourth year, it will be 10 lakhs divided by 10,000 into 4,000 hours. So this will be 4 lakh rupees. So this is how we are going to spread the depreciable value. This 10 lakh rupees of depreciable value, this was the depreciable value. It has been spread over the life. 1 lakh for the first year, second year 2 lakhs, third year 3 lakhs, fourth year 4 lakhs. Now, if the consumption pattern was different, suppose we are given the problem that in all the years we are going to use it for 2000 hours or 2500 hours every year, then the depreciation charge would be the same. It will be 2.5 lakh for all the years. Suppose it can be a way like this. Here we say 2000 hours, 2000 hours, 3000 hours and 3000 hours. Then it will be 2 lakhs rupees for the first year, 2 lakh rupees for the second year, 3 lakh and 3 lakh for the third year and the fourth year. So this is called as the machine hour rate method. So machine hour rate method is generally used for machines whose life is fixed in number of useful hours. I can give you one example. In the case of an aeroplane, the life is fixed in number of flying hours. How many number of hours the aircraft can fly. So let us say the aircraft comes with a life of 10,000 hours. That means 10,000 hours is the amount of time you can fly the aircraft safely. Even after 10,000 hours, the aircraft may exist physically, but we don't know what will happen once it goes into the sky. So 10,000 hours is the life, which is the useful life given in hours. And suppose you have used 5,000 hours in a year, that means you have to depreciate half of the value of the aircraft in that particular year. So physical life is different and useful life is different. In the case of an aircraft, physical life can be 20 years, 30 years. If you just put it in a museum and not use it, then it is there in that museum for 20 years or 30 years, or it can be there forever also. But the useful life, it is fixed in hours, and if you use up those hours, then the life is over. So machine hour rate is used in the case of machines whose life is fixed in number of useful hours. So depreciation debited to P&L account would be based on the pattern of consumption or pattern of usage of that asset. Thank you.